Hi guys, I am doing the Gemini full moon reading. Now, I am on the east coast of the United States, so the full moon will be exact for us on December 12th, 12/12. It's a 12 year, and it'll be exact at 12:12 a.m. So I think the portal is like super open on the East Coast. I don't know what's gonna be so special about us, but that's not a coincidence. Things like that don't just happen. It's something special about us on the Eastern Standard Time zone. So well, we're gonna talk about it. I'm breaking them up into the elements. So we're gonna start with Earth first because I am mostly Earth, and I am the reader. So in honor of myself. I'll start with Earth. With the Gemini full moons illuminate. They shed light on things. We have revelations at the full moon. And I feel like with the Gemini full moon, it'll be revelations still, but we'll be able to withstand them or accept them or understand them in a much more lighthearted manner than maybe we would with a Scorpio full moon or a Pisces full moon, a Leo full moon. It'll be a lot more easygoing because it's more. Gemini is really good at collecting information and using it, for their own, whatever, using it for what they need it for. So I feel that we will collect this information and not judge it, but be objective about it more so than we would with a more, with a fiery or a water full moon. Now we also have Venus conjuncting both Pluto and Saturn during this time frame. So I feel like these revelations will concern money and finances. Also, it could be about looks and appearances and stuff like that. That can definitely be, um, a spotlight can be shed on that. But it will be about, the material, your money, your home, your car, things like that, or whatever could be coming up. Issues could be coming up, or just, things coming to the light that maybe you didn't know about. But I feel like the energy will overall be accepting. We'll be able to accept it with that kind of airy lightheartedness, that's associated with Gemini. So I'm going to start. The first thing I wanted to do was introduce my little what is it called? The Rebel Deck Oracle. I've used it before on this channel, but I don't use it a whole lot. But I felt that this Oracle is perfect for the Gemini full moon because of the tone of it. And this card says, "You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside of you, listen to that shit. Listen to it. Maybe the things that are coming up for review for you, you may have already known deep down inside of you, but it's like now it's undeniable. Let's put it like that. It'll be undeniable at the full moon. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're going to start with Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn at this Gemini full moon. Messages for Capricorn at the Gemini full moon. And I'll timestamp all of these if you don't want to listen to all of them. Capricorn at the Gemini full moon. All right. Focused energy. Ooh, focused energy on something that you have been wanting for a long time. I think you're focused, Capricorn, on just becoming fully you, standing up in your authenticity. And a lot of that will be coming out at the full moon. You being able to just say, you know what, this is what I believe in. This is what I want. This is what I want to have from you. This is what I want us to do. This is the direction that I want to go in. This is what I value and held close to me. You'll be very open about the things that you desire. Sometimes we try to play it down a little bit like, well, if I don't get it, I'll be okay. Or, I don't have to have that. Um, just settling for being useful is not enough anymore. Settling for, just being somebody's little pocket toy or something that you have on the shelf, just it won't be enough anymore. You need more, you desire more, you want more, and you will be absolute about showing that person that that's what you want. I felt spirit, so you can put that card, you can put that deck down because that's what I meant. It's like, and I feel like you'll be very short about it too. Like you don't really have time. Look at that Ten of Swords. You're not gonna spend all day talking about it. I'm not gonna spend all day trying to explain to you what it is that I want. Like I've waited long enough, and now it's time for me to do me with the Queen of Wands. It's time for Capricorn to do you. And like I was saying in the beginning, since it's a more light-hearted full moon, it's not even gonna be like in a bitter tone of voice. It's like, well, I waited long enough to see if eventually this situation, this relationship, this whole twin flame journey was going to be what I needed. And it's not what I need. Another thing about the Gemini full moon is that we'll realize there are two sides of each story. There's a known and there's an unknown. And maybe this person for a long time just knew you to kind of be there, giving them your attention, trying to be everything that they needed of you to be, maybe being vulnerable with them in terms of like your feelings and wanting to be with them and wanting to hold on to the relationship. But what they didn't know is that inwardly you were feeling unsatisfied. You were feeling like you're not getting what it is that you need. And for some people, that can be reconciled, that can be worked on. You can, you know, uh, ooh, okay, yeah, it can be worked on because the card said it will lie to your face. And I was like, who is it? You done called the person a it, but then I turned it around and it says fuck fear. So yeah, excuse my language. I don't want to be, I want my videos to be monetized, but these cards have cursing in it, so it is what it is. Um, you just didn't say what it is that you really wanted. I think you were very passive, you were very lenient about what you wanted in a relationship, what you wanted from this connection with this person. You held a lot of it in. A lot of the things that you really needed, like maybe you needed the person to spend more time with you, or talk to you, or call you more, or check on you more, but you never expressed that. So I feel like at this Gemini full moon, you will be letting it be known what it is that you want. And it's not going to be in a whole bunch of, it's not going to be a lot of drama, it's not going to be a whole bunch of extraneous words. It's not going to be a bunch of arguing or whatever. It's going to be very curt, very short with the Queen of Swords. She's going to get right to it. What it is that I've been holding underneath it. And underneath it, I need a lot. I like attention. I know who I am. Like, I want you to linger. I want you to really show me what you feel about me. Show me that I am, desirable to you. Show me that you care, really care for me, that you lust after me. All of those feelings that you may keep to yourself, I want you to show me. This is what you're feeling, Capricorn, at the Gemini new moon. I mean, the full moon. I keep saying new moon. At the Gemini full moon. Now, if something about a Gemini you're dealing with, because I keep saying new moon, so it could be something about a Gemini that you're dealing with, you're just letting them know, hey, this is what I want. I may have been easygoing about it or led you to think that I'm low maintenance. And I'm talking to Capricorn here. I can be real with you. We're not really low maintenance. I'm an Aquarius sun, but I'm mostly Capricorn energy. We're not really low maintenance. And there's really no honor in pretending that you are low maintenance, knowing that you have certain needs that you want to be, that you want your partner to meet. Not saying that you couldn't meet them yourself, but hell, why not? Why not have your partner meet these needs for you if they're able to, especially if you're a woman. And I mostly channel energy for the divine feminine. So especially if you're like the more feminine person in the relationship, you do more receiving than anything, and you want to receive things of substance. So it's okay to let this person know that, to show that, look, these are my standards, this is what I need you to meet, or I have to go, because I can't sit here while you deplete my energy. I've been here long enough. I can't sit here any longer and take the bare minimum, or I can't hold this in any longer. I just need more. And that's what you have going on for you being illuminated at the Gemini full moon. I feel like there will be a discussion, but a very brief discussion. For some, you'll go ahead and move forward and go on to someone else who can fulfill your needs. For others, you finally saying what it is that you desire lets them know, okay, well, I didn't know that this is what you wanted. I didn't know that this is how you felt. Okay, and they may not even really have a problem with it. It's just the fact that you needed to speak up. But this is energy that's being illuminated here at the Gemini full moon for you, Capricorn. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't even check and see what time I started it. You know what? Whatever. I'll go ahead and get into the Taurus. Let's say we're gonna start Taurus at around like 10:15. All right, Taurus. You next. Taurus, 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 Taurus. You next. What's going on for Taurus at the Gemini full moon? What's up with Taurus at the Gemini full moon? Taurus at the Gemini full moon. Message for Taurus during the Gemini full moon. Okay, we have the Devil. I'm feeling that for Taurus. You do like your comforts. You can sometimes be attached to comfort. And then the Lovers. Nine of Coins. Ooh, I feel like your comfort level in the connection is very one sided, Taurus. I'm feeling like in the connection, you may have an attachment to this connection and you may feel fulfilled, but I don't think your other person is feeling it. Or, vice versa, or you're not feeling it, but I really feel like it's the other person. Because I feel like Taurus is fulfilled here. I think the person has kind of been holding on to you and it's been somewhat of a burden to them because it's like all about you. And me, Leo moon and all, I believe in being self centered, but I also believe in being a giver. And if you're in a commitment with someone, they may feel like they're attached to you, but you may not be as attached to this person as they are to you, Taurus. And I do feel like some light will be shed on that. There's a certain amount of history that the two of you have that makes you want to still be fond of this person and you want to be nice to this person. You don't want to do anything to necessarily hurt this person. But at the same time, it's like I'm just not feeling the energy of you being all the way there, of you being all the way in on this. It's like you've committed to them, but almost out of comfort. Like this person would make you comfortable, they would keep you comfortable, they would do the things that would make you feel nice or make you feel good. Um, I'm seeing a Three of Cups. Like this person, they would fit in. They would fit into, your idea of a happily ever after. But it's almost like I'm feeling this energy of, they'll do. And do you really want that in love, Taurus? Like, I don't think so. I don't think you really want that in love. There's this element I'm feeling of you just being afraid to disappoint someone, but you just kind of being afraid to disappoint someone or you being afraid to just kind of lay it on them. You feel like you saying exactly how you feel would be like laying it on that person, and I don't want to break them, I don't want to make them feel some type of way. But again, with this Gemini full moon, there's two sides of a story, and it's more like you would be releasing that person by just being honest with them and saying, hey, I care for you. I like you, but it's not, this ain't that, pretty much. This ain't that. Like, just being upfront, just letting them know, like, I don't feel the way you feel. This card says, eat some made by Mother Nature, eat your vegetables. Um, I feel like you're gonna have to come out the mouth with something that may be bitter tasting to you. Veggies are healthy for you, but they don't always taste the best for a lot of us. Because I like some veggies, but not all of them. Most people, especially like children, let's just think in terms of like children. Sometimes you have to force them to eat their veggies, force them to do what's healthy for them. I think what would be healthy for this connection, because there is a bit of like a kind of I don't really like to call shit toxic like that because it's an overused word, but there's a bit of like dysfunction. There's some dysfunction happening here because you're not being 100% with this person. And while, yeah, they could be meeting your basic needs or the things that you basically want in a relationship, you don't feel that whirlwind romance with this person. I feel towards like, and I think that's what you really want. You want to feel like this whirlwind romance. You may have come off of this romance with that type of passionate connection with somebody you thought you had it made. You thought that this was going to be your it person, and it turned out that that person wasn't it. So the person that you're with now could be somewhat of a rebound from that ex that you can't really get over. Ooh. It would be healthy for you to just tell the person what's really going on, because I do feel like it's hurting that person more than you think. The fact that you hold it in, but they can still underneath the surface kind of feel this energy of you holding back. They can feel this energy of you being attached to something or someone else. It's like they can kind of sense that. And if you're not going to just be upfront with them about it, you're doing yourself and them a disservice. And I'm more inclined to say that more so for them, you need to just be upfront and say, hey, I think we had a nice go of it. I think we worked well together, or I was definitely comfortable in the relationship. But again, I feel like it's one sided, Taurus. I feel like there's a one sided energy here. Like you don't really care for this person the way that you kind of are allowing them to believe. Like you let them just kind of go off on their own little fantasy about what you all can be. While in the back of your mind, they're almost like a placeholder. You're like it's an energy of he'll do, she'll do until I get back with the person that made me happy, or until I reconnect or connect with someone, or meet someone who gives me those fireworks. You want fireworks. And I don't feel like you've been really feeling fireworks with the person that you're with right now. Like maybe in the beginning there was some fireworks and you thought, oh yeah, I found the person that I'm with, but sooner or later it kind of just goes back into this, kind of energy. And I don't really think that you're excited about it. And it ain't got to be nothing crazy because, again, this is a Taurus reading, very earthy, kind of slow moving. It don't have to be nothing super crazy, but just at this Gemini full moon, I feel like the unknown is that maybe this person doesn't give you the passion that you thought they would give you, or they don't give you the feeling that you hoped they would give you, but you still stick around because it's comfortable. They may pay bills for you. They may be good at making love to you. They may do things for you that you really like, or they compliment you well. You guys look good together, to other people, but your heart is still in a place where you feel this like magical, mystical passion, and if you're not getting it from this person, you're doing damage to them by holding on. It's not good that you keep holding on to this person, because I feel like right now they're addicted to you somewhat, or maybe a little bit obsessed with you. And they need to know the truth so that they can cut those ties and go on about their life and find somebody who will feel that passion for them. So it's more about just, you know, you're gonna have to be a good person here. Just holding on to somebody because it's comfortable. That's not what's up, and that's not divine at all. That's not divine at all. So if it is you, shame on you. If it's the other person, then have this conversation at the Gemini full moon, because these are heavy topics with the Venus conjuncting Pluto and Saturn. We're learning things that could, turn our whole relationship upside down. We're learning things that would otherwise be hard to digest if it wasn't for the Gemini full moon, which gives things that more lighthearted energy. So if you're going to let somebody down, let them down at this full moon. Do it in this energy. You have beneficial energy for letting somebody off, real nicely, real cordially, without completely breaking them. But you need to go ahead and do it, because just holding on to this is only going to get worse. The devil going to pull you deeper and deeper and deeper further down. And with this type of connection, it'll keep going down, down, down in the water until you break free. It's your responsibility to come with that and care enough for that person to say how it is that you've really been feeling towards. Okay. So, yeah, that's that. We're going to move on to Virgo and we'll start Virgo, I'll say, at 20 minutes. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Virgo, what's happening? How y'all doing, Virgo? So, yeah, let's see. Oh, the Gemini full moon. Before I even got the message, Virgo, y'all stay doing that. Before I even get to answer the question, y'all be like, that's what it is. We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the King of Coins. Definitely financially um, motivated or financially influenced energy here, financial, material, either one of them. And there is a caretaking, decision making type of energy here. Let's see what's that about. Oh, High Priestess. Okay. Manifesting something, are we? Oh, Virgo. Oh my. So, feminine, first things first, especially Virgo feminine. First things first, I feel like you will be put in a position to be the leader here. You will be put in a position to be the leader here. You will need to kind of put your foot first, your foot out first, or put your foot first. You know what I mean? You'll need to do it in order to achieve what it is that you want. Don't be afraid to use your sexuality. Don't be afraid to kind of finesse the situation a little bit with your feminine wiles. Don't be afraid to do that. Oh my God, I don't want my nose start running. What's up with that? What y'all got going on, Virgo? Sickness in the sixth house with sickness. My nose go to running when it's time to talk about Virgo. Things are moving, but things will move because of you. There's a feminine leadership here. They say if you want something done right, let a Virgo do it. More specifically, a Virgo woman. If you want something done right, let a Virgo woman do it. And I feel like things will start moving in a better direction once you kind of put your foot down somewhere. Once you kind of make it known exactly what it is that you want, that you expect, that you like, that you desire. Um, Somewhat like Capricorns talking about, being comfortable with being high maintenance, but it's not even high maintenance. You just want a well-oiled machine. You want things to work a certain way. And I feel like you have to put your foot down to get it. Because so far, I feel like you've been kind of just taking any old thing. Like, if somebody offers something to you, I'm like, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. Because at least they're trying to give me something. I don't feel like that's going to really work for you going forward. That's not going to keep working for you. You're going to have to say, look, I'm taking control of my life. I am, taking back my power, including my financial and my material power. So, in terms of like the home, in terms of like your vehicle, in terms of, big bills being paid, in terms of bodily maintenance, hair done, nails done, changing your image, you will be the one who has to, make those strides, make those changes. If you've desired things in life and it doesn't seem like you've been able to get them, you may have had a lot of ways that you've invested your energy, a lot of people that you've invested your energy in, a lot of relationships, connections where you felt like you were being of service to people and doing more for them than they really could ever do for you. And they left you feeling unfulfilled. Not that you did it for a specific purpose. It's just like I don't know, at the end of the day, you would kind of expect, not even that you expect, you would kind of just hope that because you've done what you've done for so many other people, that they would care a little bit about what satisfies you. But I think you're coming to the realization what was unknown to you with the Gemini moon is that people don't really care about nobody but themselves. So this is a time for you to go into yourself and demand what it is that you truly want so that you can make things start happening in the way that you want them to happen. Because, it's nice, it sounds honorable and all to be of service and to be a servant. But even Jesus was a little sassy. Jesus was the ultimate servant. But even he was a little sassy. Like you wasn't gonna just come and do any old thing and say any old thing to Jesus, because he'll put a parable on your ass in a minute. Or he'll condemn you right there. He'll ask you a question like, "Who without sin he was without sin cast the first stone." Like he would prompt people. Like he would say stuff to kind of, I wouldn't say taunt people, but he would throw your bull in your face. He will throw your mess in your face. So kind of maybe get away from being so. That's that Six of Pentacles card that I pulled here. It's like you starting to show people who they are, because a lot of people won't see who they are until you start showing them who they are, until you start to treat them the same way that they treat you. And if you're not really connecting with this, then hell, you might be the Virgo. Somebody might have to start showing you who you really are by being that way toward you. The star card here is like you want, but back to the original, lane I was in. It's like you just want a lot. So you're gonna start desiring, you're gonna start, I guess, commanding more of people. And it's not even like, oh, you're gonna give me what I want. It's not even that. It's just like I'm pure of heart, but I'm also gonna tell you what I purely think about you. And I'm also gonna show you your naked and true self. Just like you show me who you are and you don't think, well, you show me who you are without consequence or without a second thought. I'm going to show you who you are without consequence or without a second thought. It's like you're meeting them where they are. And that's more of you taking a lead in your own life, Virgo, because you can't keep allowing people to just give you any old thing. You run from this end to that end, taking care of people, and others will throw you crumbs back. People will throw you back crumbs, Virgo divine feminine. You looking at them like, no, no crumbs. Give me all my fruit. Give me all my gold. Give me all my coin. All of that. You want it. But you still keep that Virgo feminine grace about you. That little Jesus analogy I just made. Like he was never one to be nasty. He wasn't out here in the streets cussing nobody out. And if you're not, if you're not religious, because I'm not religious either, I just I read the Bible. I read the Bible. But if you're not religious, just listen to the example. I'm not here to debate about that. We're not even getting into that here. But it's like you can still be a humble servant, but you can also humbly serve people by telling them the truth. And at the full moon, a lot of truths come out. And if you have a certain truth that you want to tell somebody around the Gemini full moon, is a great time to do it, because the energy is a lot more lighthearted. We can handle a lot more heavy news at this Gemini full moon. If somebody's not giving you what you need, tell them. If somebody is not doing what you expect of them, tell them. If you don't feel like your effort is being reciprocated or at least appreciated, everybody don't have to do what you do, Virgo. Because naturally, I feel like you are just wired to do more and to do things better. Quiet as kept. But you don't have to have them do exactly what you do, but at least show appreciation. I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like at least have some type of indication that what you give them it means something to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're trying to get circumstances to your liking. It's been a minute. It's been a while. I feel like you've put up with quite enough at this point. So you just coming out and saying what it is that you want is not going to be like above their heads. They ain't gonna be able to look at you and be like, "What? What are you talking about?" If somebody look at you like that, that's a pure narcissist, because they know exactly what the hell you talking about, Virgo. You understand me? They know exactly what the hell you're talking about. So the first time somebody try to say, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about," that's just a narcissist. Simple and plain. If not a whole narcissist, they're just a bold-faced liar. I'll say that much because narcissist is the word that gets thrown around a lot. Also, it's very much so overused. Um, but yeah, just put your foot down, okay? Put your foot down, and I see that you will do it, Virgo feminine. I see that you'll be moving things along for yourself, at least letting your material standards be known. I also feel like you kind of, raising your status up a little bit too. Come on out, honey. Come on out. If you changing your hair color, dyeing them grays, if wearing a little bit more figure forming clothes instead of those big boxy clothes that hide your figure. Because I know a lot of Virgos have really nice bodies. I don't know what's that about, but they have really nice bodies. What else? Anything, putting on more makeup, getting your nails done a lot. Whatever it is that you may be upgrading or changing to be more feminine in your life, that's it. It's going to be promising for you. It'll bring in a lot more prosperity, a lot more positive offers, attract a better caliber of man or a better caliber of woman with masculine energy, since I'm reading for the divine feminine. The upgrades that you make to yourself are going to be good. They are going to be good because some of the ways I feel that you keep yourself right now, Virgo, maybe you may be more plain Jane. You may feel like invisible or that people kind of run over you because you don't make yourself, kind of put yourself out there. And don't feel like it's you being prideful or you thinking that you're all that. But just do for you. Just do for you because you being plain Jane or low maintenance, which is a common theme I've been talking about, is just not gonna be. It's not gonna get you what you really want. Your rebel deck oracle says, "Don't take 12, take one." Okay, maybe two. Move on. Take a shot. You don't got to be extra. Basically, what I was just saying, but at least try. You get what I'm saying? Like at least try for yourself, and at least try to let the other person know. Well, I'm not getting what I need. Cause you just keeping your mouth closed. Look, closed mouths don't get fed, ain't that what they say? You just keeping your mouth closed, it ain't really gonna get you nowhere. You just accepting any old thing. It's just not gonna do you no justice. But I do feel like you're at a point now where you'll tell somebody, first try you be like, can you please do this for me? Second try, look, I put up with your this, that, and the other. I would like you to do so, so, and so for me. And if they can't do it for you, what the card say? What that bold text say? That say, move on, mama. Move on, mama. Mama. Move on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's up to you. Well, it's up to that person too, how they take it or if they honor your request to treat them better. But it's up to you to express that you want better, that you want more, and that going into this next chapter of life, going into this next decade, this next year, into next week, you just want better. You want more. You desire better. And ain't nothing wrong with asking for what you feel like you're worth because Virgo, you have done the work and you deserve it. Okay. So that has been the readings for the earth signs. I thank y'all for watching. I'll go ahead and move on to the water signs and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.